Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a monthly reading for the sign of Aries. So this is for March 2019. It's a little bit late, but I was very strongly guided to bring a message for you guys today. So again, take what resonates. It's a general message. Don't force something that you don't feel is actually for you, okay? But know that no matter what guidance we receive today through the cards or what Spirit has to offer, it's still up to you guys and your active free will and the choices you make and the steps you take to get the fulfillment you'd like to see. So I just also want to say before we get going, that if at the end of this you're new to my channel and I've sort of touched your soul or I've resonated with you, it would be wonderful if you felt like you wanted to click subscribe and join the tribe, or I guess is the way to put it. But and I'm kicking the chair. But just join the journey with me. Okay, so if you've been with me a while, thank you again, and I'm going to get right into it. So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to guide, guard, bless, and protect this reading, as well as any of you who'd asked for it. And I'm also going to just ask my team of light to hop in and join us, please. Use me as the clearest channel possible, as well as most far-reaching of an audience. Okay, let's see here. I'm hearing the Lion Strider Tarot first, so let's get this. No, it's not necessarily time specific, even though we're picking up on this information now. Just you could be picking up on a past situation, something coming up, and what we may need to just put into conscious awareness. So let's see here. Spirit, what do you have for Aries? March 2019, the sign of Aries. All right, I'm being asked to take shuffle. Okay, it's into 3. I'm going to take the top 3 and the bottom 3. So the bottom 3, we got the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And I have under here the 5 of Wands in the reverse. So up on the top, we have the 4 of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords. So that's progression. And we have the Star, and I'm immediately being drawn to, if you rest your mind and put down your swords, you get your wish fulfillment and your healing takes place. This could also be an Aquarius with the Star here as well. But actually, let me check this out, because I think this book also says that that's a Gemini. So let's take a look at the Lion Strider book for a minute. And the Star. I'm hearing duality with that, even though, let's see here. Where are you? Tower. Star. I'm really lost here. Okay. Yeah, Gemini Aquarius, number 17. Associated plants, jasmine, dentura, skullcap, grape, and bluebell. So, skullcap. If any of you are having trouble sleeping, there is a tea that I used to drink. You could check it out. I think it's by Yogi, but it has skullcap and valerian root in it, and it kind of works better than chamomile, because it helps relax your muscles and relax your body and kind of lull you into a sleep. And it's not something that you have to be dependent on. But I'm just bringing that for some of you, because the 4 of Swords is about rest and resting your mind. And if you've been in conflict, oftentimes getting a good night's sleep helps. And also, I'm hearing, if you have anxiety at all, put down the swords, okay? Put down the swords, take your self-care rituals, have nice baths, do things, take walks, do things that make you feel good, because resting our mind also means just not engaging in the fights, making this, because the bottom of the deck again was getting out of this 5 of Wands energy. And in the upright, the 5 of Wands is these 2 wolves, dogs going at each other, right? Throat action. It's like you may be healing from a situation where you felt like this. Put the swords down, get some rest, take care of yourself, and allow healing to happen, okay? So, we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom, and this could be you, could be someone you're dealing with, a situation you're dealing with. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. So that's you guys, Aries. You are showing up. But it's also about owning your shit, right? Owning your stuff and flourishing, okay? You've got sunflowers here because she has the ability to nourish and flourish, and whatever she puts passion into, you know, it's also the tending and the caring for and the growing and allowing the flame to grow, to have the fire continue going. And I'm getting a super big headache, guys. I don't know if it's my glasses or what it is, but feel like you guys could have had whatever situations up on the top could have caused you a lot of headaches, right? Because these are mental space. This is in your head. And this could also be, like I'm getting at the back of my head, which is tension and pressure. Okay, but your Queen of Wands also, I'm being drawn to the cat, the black cat. This could be a witch, is familiar for some of you, but also remembering to follow your intuition, move with passion. And she's very, very, I feel like unfazed, right? Sure of herself here, right? She is connected with the intuition as well. As well as I'm being drawn to the yellowy orange around here. And this could also be like very solar plexus sacral place. Like coming into feeling of worth for yourself and feeling like you can really own your game, I feel like is one of the ways to put this. So then we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And this owl, he's a wise old owl. He's learned from situations. He doesn't forget. And he's the king, right? It could be that whatever also the situation up top had you feeling like knocked off your crown, knocked off a little bit, or knocked off your throne. As well as you have the Seven of Pentacles here. And the Seven of Pentacles is, you know, having options and in this world working on, right? He's building his nest. And he's bringing in this blue, beautiful truth. And seeing what works and what doesn't work and kind of bringing balance in with this. I feel like we have above each other, this is how it presents itself, okay? That the Five of Swords here, this knight that's laid it down because the burdens in his mind have been heavy and it's just like this conflict or whatever it is, because these are two fives as well. This situation kind of had, until you can lay down the burdens and heal, you're not going to become your grounded self. You need to connect with, and it could be an earth sign, I'm just hearing to tell you, but it could just be that, and she's looking away, right? Or no, she's actually looking at it, but the way it shows, it's not actually going to, yeah, she's looking away anyway. She's looking over here, and he's looking over here. It's like, whatever this, there's a king and queen here. This could even be you guys, if you have Earth in your chart somewhere. Just knowing that in order to own your stuff, you're going to have to remove any obstacles from making you feel fully grounded. I'm also going to get a little clarification with this on the reverse of the King of Pentacles. I don't want to leave anything out for you guys, really. And at the end of the day, the person who wrote this book and who did these cards, they probably had a pretty cool vision, right? So I don't want to butcher it if there's a message here for you. Okay, the King of Pentacles. Where are you? Oh my gosh. If I could find it though, right? Okay. He can caution against hasty work or financial decisions. This card may specifically depict someone in your life, a materialistic, opinionated person who thinks they have all the answers. Ooh, okay. So if you know anyone, or if this is you, pay attention to any feelings it invokes, right? How can you bring this into conscious awareness? And, right, it says here, does that describe someone you know? Someone who thinks that having a bit of money has turned them into a king? Whoever this obnoxious know-it-all is, you should not place your faith in them. Be careful. This card often is a warning about someone or something in your life who is not trustworthy, especially in financial matters. Read the fine print, get a contract. All may not be as it seems. Okay, coupled with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I'm just going to check that quickly for you as well. Indicates a lack of focus and scattered effort. You might just be burning at too many ends, right? You really need some sleep because this card reminds you that success is the reward earned by those who work hard and maintain focus. At times, this card may indicate that you have put effort into something and that will not bear fruit in the long term. Take a look at business, relationships, and ventures in your life into which you have invested a lot of time and effort. Sometimes you have to walk away from things even though you've spent years building them. Not all fields will yield fruit. So rhubarb, caraway seed, and mint, and being guided for special birthdays is or numbers 7, 75, 12, and 3, or any birthdays from May 12th to 22nd. This could be timeline as well here because it was the last card. But just knowing that if you, the Queen of Wands as well, this can have negative connotation, kind of, I'm hearing like a bitch, no offense guys, but if you could be dealing with a situation that has somebody feeling like a false king, right? They've got money to blow, they're throwing it around, they're not being wise with their decisions, and nothing's going to grow and flourish. And you may, I'm hearing, walk away from this situation, right? Rest your mind for whatever it is that I'm hearing that this Queen of Wands has done. Take what resonates. Again, guys, I was really called to do this, and I was really called to use these cards. So if the message is for you, lay the swords down, okay? I'm hearing lay the burdens down and really work on getting some sleep. The past is behind you as well as what I'm hearing, right? Remove these 2 swords, which equals a 10, or 2 5s equal a 10, and that means completion. And I feel like with this here, this is with this star card, it is really resting your mind. It could have also, I'm hearing, been something that happened in the time of Aquarius, but I feel more like if this is your energy where you maybe you've kind of been a little careless or irresponsible with money is also what I'm picking up on. Kind of review the patterns and what can you learn from this and move on, right? What work can you put in to learn the lesson of the Eight of Pentacles? Because the one step up is the Eight of Pentacles. So I'm going to take a message first for a little bit of guidance for this situation from the Shaman's Oracle. And this is by John Matthews and Will Kingham, in case you're interested. But this is the book. I'm going to ask, what advice do you have, Spirit, for anyone who's watching this? And I'm hearing to overcome this situation with the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. A lot just fell out. That's too many. Could be this has been happening a long time. And as I say that, the card that come out is the Spirit of Empowerment. And the light is just coming out of this little creature here. And I feel like as you're on your ascension journey, the more we encounter this cosmic energy and the more we are seeing things clearly and people truly for what they are and situations truly for what they are, that is so empowering because it breaks up all the darkness, all the self-doubt, all the things that kept you stuck in fighting and bitterness is what I'm hearing, okay? Anything that caused you to feel like this night just so downtrodden, so unable to move. It's like your armor's got too heavy and it's time to move on. Whatever that situation was, whatever situation might have burned you, whatever financial loss or situation that this could be as well. Find the ways to bring empowerment to the situation. One of my favorite things is there's always a blessing and always a lesson no matter what the situation. And for the most part, it's always true. If you choose to never see any positive, things won't work. So if this resonates with the situation with the Queen of Wands being an unpleasant situation for you, know that through these we can really bring change. I'm being asked to, guided to share a little bit with you. So for any of you who've experienced bad or narcissistic relationships. Oftentimes, to remove all of the walls and the built up toxicity, it means to pull down those sheets, pull down the veil, see yourself truly, and get out of fighting in your mental space and bring the healing, because it's a process. Now, with this empowerment, some of the things or the manipulation tactics or anything that this person may have done, because I feel like it might have been done in haste. Fire energy at times, guys, it is a little quick to react. And it may have been a little bit of a power trip as well, as what I'm hearing. Whatever that is, you can learn from it. I am a true believer in, I'll bring it up in, I have a past in social activism, and one of the ways for activists that we can learn about the ruling or oppressive powers that be in institutions in the society is when we have clashes with them, what were the reactions? What was the backlash? When we are trying to bring justice to a situation and we are met with anger or reactions, reactive behavior, it's time to go, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is real information, and this is stuff that we can study. So rather than taking it all to heart and feeling like, whatever the situation, it's been burdensome. And, I love that this is a dog just resting, or a lion. Actually, I think he's the lion. And that takes courage to rest your mind, get out of the fighting of this situation. But bring into, any reactions that I'm hearing for, like, you setting up your boundaries. Any reactions or resistance to that, use that. That is... What boundary were they crossing for you that you've stopped, and what are the reactions compared to the actual reality? And when you can see that, you can even change that, even if it means stepping back. Bring the empowerment. So if there's things that you start to see truthfully and truly, and you see a manipulation tactic, or you see a place where they're meddling, is also what I'm hearing. If you see a place where someone is trying to also cause a fight, if you know the patterns leading up to these kinds of situations, that brings true empowerment. So for anyone who's resonated, I want to get a message from the zombie tarot as well. Spirit. I feel like that could even be a past situation you may be working on healing. But let's get a little bit of, for the spirit of empowerment. Thank you. So we get the Eight of Hazards, which is awesome because it is one step up, as I was saying, from the Seven of Pentacles. And these are the same card. And this is, you've learned your lessons. You were able to study your brain, put it in a glass jar here, write its dates, and find out the contents, and learn the lesson and move on, So this is new cycles, right? Put all the stuff that, the dud in there, take the information you need and leave the rest behind. And here, don't look back. That's a lot, but we're going to take it. The bottom of the cup thing is the Nine of Cups. And again, we got the King of Hazards and the Five of Swords. So you have three of the same things, and this King of Hazards is the same as the King of Pentacles, but he is in reversed. So I feel like the situation is becoming, as we learn this, coming a little more grounded. So these cards I'm going to read because that's the overall energy. We have the King of, oh my gosh, so I feel like this is really male energy, but we've got the King of Wands. So this is also could be partnership, divine counterparts as well, guys, but this is fire sign, but this is also, we are the King and the Queen, we are, it could also be from the 7 to the 8, the King to the Queen. A little bit more grounded. The only thing with this one is sometimes he gets a little too carried away with his work because he needed some material and he's using his own leg and drilling through it. Right? He's got a wooden leg and he's drilling here, so sometimes there could be confusion, cutting through the confusion. And as I say that, we get the King of Swords. So this is really seeing through the bullshit, right? Being armed, being a little defensive, but two kings here, cutting through the crap and being able to learn the lessons And I heard the hard way sometimes, but we also have the Queen of Hazards, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And now this is two counterparts. You may be on a healing journey that has if you feel you are in a divine partnership, this may be for you. Either if you don't feel like there's anyone coming in, be open to what does. I do feel like this has been a long time with the Nine of Cups. This is your wish fulfillment coming in, and there is